all getting debaptized tonight. Alright, so, hi heathens. It has taken a lot of people, a lot of years to put this event together. I hope you all have a great time. But if you go home without something to take back with you, this will have been for nothing. You guys know the statistics. We are the least trusted, the least electable minority group in this country, but we can change that. So let me suggest a few ways that we can do that. And if you take me seriously, we can make a profound difference in how atheists are perceived and treated in America. Number one, run for public office. Do you want your child's school district to be run by creationists?
Where are you?
Do you want your health care in the hands of legislators whose faith tells them women shouldn't have total control over their bodies? Do you want a congressperson who believes we live in a Christian nation, or a senator who created the U.S. Office of Alternative Medicine? Then get on the ballot. You don't need to run for president, you don't even need to run for Congress right now, but run for city council. Run for your local school board. Run for class president if you're in college or high school. If your city has a dog catcher election, do that. We need more rational thinkers in public office, people who know how to tell truth from fiction and ask good questions and think critically. Pete Stark needs some company. And if we don't run for office, the religious right will. Number two, support your local free thought communities. There is strength in numbers, and we have the numbers, but you would never know it if you go to a lot of meetups. And we can raise awareness that we're out there. We can put up billboards, we can let people know we're good without God, we can volunteer for local charities that need the support, and we can lobby all those politicians who care more about the Bible than the Constitution. But we cannot do it alone. If you don't have a local group, start a local group. We can't grow the movement if people don't know we're out there. Next thing, we have to let people know we're atheists, like Dave said. I know that's easier said than done. I remember when I applied for my first job, I removed every reference to atheism when I submitted my resume. I didn't think I would get the job if they knew the truth about me. But not every conversation has to begin with, "Hi, I'm Hemant and I'm an atheist." And not every declaration of disbelief has to be a big deal. When all of you are on the flight back home or the train ride back home, and the person next to you asks you why you were in DC, tell them you were at a rally with thousands of other atheists. And then say it with a smile. If you're on a date and religion comes up, tell the person you're with that you don't believe in God, and then carefully watch for the reaction. That's just good life advice right there. You don't have to yell, you don't have to scream, you don't have to type in all caps. You just have to be honest about who you are. And if you do it, you'll help other people do it too. And finally, help young atheists. I lost my faith when I was 14. Actually, scratch that. I discovered reality when I was 14. I didn't know what to do with that information, though. I was always taught that atheists are bad people. I didn't know any other atheists. And even now, when there are books and blogs and podcasts and videos about atheism, a lot of young atheists feel alone. So how can you help? Where are the college students out here? If you start a group on your campus for secular students, the Secular Student Alliance, the Center for Inquiry will be glad to help you. If you are already part of a group, as I know a lot of you are, talk to your friends at other campuses and start a group there. If you still have friends in high school, talk to them and get a group started at their high school. When they're that young, it's important that they realize it's okay to be an atheist. I'm a high school math teacher, and I would never tell my students that some numbers are imaginary, kind of like God. But it turns out a lot of my students know that I'm an atheist. And it's not because I bring it up, but it's because I'm so public about it outside of work. In the 5 years that I've been teaching, students have come up to me before class, and it's because I'm the only adult atheist that they know. And they tell me that their pastor said something in church over the weekend that they didn't agree with. Or they tell me they don't want to go through their confirmation, but their parents are making them. Or they'll say they're not sure how to tell their parents that they don't believe in God. And my response to them is always the same. You didn't do your homework, did you? But if you work with children, if you work with teenagers, you can help them feel less alone by helping them start a group where they can discuss these thoughts and their fears. It's never easy for them, we can help them out. And in fact, I know a lot of you know of at least one high schooler here who stood up to her administration and her city. She sued her school district because of an illegal prayer banner that they had up in their auditorium. They said nasty things about her when she filed that lawsuit, and they said worse things about her after she won that lawsuit. A state representative from Rhode Island called her an evil little thing. Local florists wouldn't even deliver flowers to her, but she stood her ground, she kept calm, and she showed the world what an intelligent young woman with the facts and the law on her side could do. Jessica Alquist is a hero to a lot of us, and you'll hear from her in a second. On Friendly Atheist, on my website, I asked people if they would chip in to give her a scholarship for college. Another group even created shirts that a lot of you are wearing that say evil little thing on them. And the American Humanist Association offered to hold on to all of that money for Jessica in the future. So I'd like to invite Royce Beckhart from the AHA on stage, and I'd like to invite Jessica on stage while we're at it. Jessica, with the help of thousands of donors, it is our honor to present you with this check for $62,618. I just want to point out that the memo line says bravery. Thank you for your bravery, your courage, and for inspiring so many of us to remain vigilant about the fight for church-state separation. To everyone, please take those action steps. Support the atheists who do whenever you can. Whether we like it or not, we are all spokespeople for atheism, so let's make it look good. Thank you.
Folks, that young lady, for standing up for her beliefs and for standing up for her rights under the Constitution of these United States of America, was maligned, berated, degraded. It was despicable. She has suffered a lot of hate. Please, I want her to come out and speak to you all right now. Show her the love. Show her the love. Everything she stands for, everything she fought for in her young life. Put everything on the line. Please give her the love. Jessica Alquist. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna try to like back up over here, like get away from something.
Yeah, maybe over here on the. Yeah, let's do it.
I have a confession to make. I am the little thing. That seems to be my identity these days. So, why am I here? I don't necessarily feel like I belong here. I don't think I'm as experienced as the other speakers here. I'm a young speaker here. I'm undoubtedly the smallest